Welcome back to another episode, day 2 of consistently uploading and following ChatGPT's schedule with regards to my channel, The Natty Teacher. Another episode of The Natty Teacher, day 2 of this series. I probably should have flipped that intro. That's totally okay. So yes, officially day 2 of working with AI to see if I follow the exact directions that it has, or at least the general guidelines that it sets for me, I should say, because some of it I did agree with, some of it I didn't. And so I kind of just set these general parameters, and I am going to stick to those parameters and go from there. So yeah, this is day 2 of that. If you were seeing this upload, make sure you follow along. Again, I'm giving myself 60 days starting yesterday. Starting day 1 of uploads, which was yesterday. Yes. Anyways, yeah, we're on the consistency train here, man. Here we go. It's exciting stuff. Anyways, so we got a pull session. Usually, again, my current split right now, guys, is push, pull. Both of those workouts are, heavy. They're within the 6 to 10 rep range or so. Really, training. Again, we always train as hard as we can. Just this is within a little bit of a lower rep scheme. While my other pull sessions, which I mean they're pretty close. I would say though that's more like 8 to 12. This is more 6 to 10 kind of deal. So, or even really like 10 plus for that second pull session. But regardless. Anyways, I'm yapping at this point. I'm just yapping. So for our pull session today, here is what we got going on. So we have a high to low machine row. So that'll be cool. Love that. Definitely something I did not have access to in the past. So I'm excited to have access to it now. After that, we just have a good old bent over Smith machine row. Again, I'm not bent over to like 90 degrees. People want to be like, oh, it's traps and upper back. It's like, well, I guess I'm getting bigger traps and upper back then, and still getting some lats in there as well, no doubt. Then we have a neutral grip machine row. It's chest supported. And then when I say neutral, it's not like close grip. It's more just like having the hands in a neutral position. So I don't want you to think I'm like doing this real close grip row. And then speaking of close grip, we have a close grip machine pull down after that to end. I was doing a wide grip pull up in my last session, but because I have a wide grip pull down, essentially I'm following the same path, and I'm like, well, it's kind of, redundant at that point. I might as well do, like, I don't have any kind of close grip pull down in my routine right now. Might as well rock and roll with that. So I did. It's exactly what I'm doing. So yeah, so that's the plan for the back portion of it. Sorry, I'm like totally skipping ahead here. Then we have some cable rear delt flies after that, and then some straight bar curls for biceps. Again, remember, because I have shoulders and arms, which I did not even totally finish my split. I was just talking about like push pull and how heavy they were. Like I literally didn't even finish my split. Right now it's push pull, rest, shoulders, arms, legs, rest. So 2 days on, 1 day off, 2 days on, 1 day off. And then all 4 of those workouts right in a row with 2 rest days at the end. That's just kind of, that's the split I got currently. So, so because I have 2 full-blown shoulders and arms days, I really don't, I have 1 tricep movement in my push session, this first push session, and 1 bicep movement in pull, because 2 days from now, I will be working 2 different bicep movements. So it's pump a little bit of blood into the bicep, don't got to do anything super, super crazy, maybe 3 working sets, but I want more arm volume anyway, so it works out good, and then go from there. So, yeah. That is the plan. So yeah, simple stuff. Oh, I do have a little bit of abs today as well. Do have some weighted abs, just in the form of just some good old weighted crunches today. So there is that. So just to kind of keep going with that. So mobility and core work and cardio rocked out this morning. I've been doing mobility work every morning. To be honest with you, I think I might start throwing it in the evenings as well. I just really want to become, I'm stiff, you know what I mean? I'm 30 years old. I've been training for 12 years, straight. And it's one of those things where I just kind of I just feel it, you know what I mean? I just feel kind of stiff. So it's like, you know what? What's one way we can remediate that? Well, we can become more flexible. We can become more mobile, slightly more athletic, so to speak. So I'm thinking about even throwing that in every once in a while in the evenings, just to kind of get my mind right, stay away from some of the screen time that I have, because I mean I am a I have so many things that I'm really, really good at, getting better with my sleep, my meals are good, obviously like diet's very clean, train hard, all that kind of stuff. But there's when you get to that certain point to keep on leveling up, you have to be very specific. And one thing that I definitely struggle with is screen time, and like being on my phone late and like watching Instagram reels or TikToks or something off my phone, whatever. And it's like, okay, well, we can definitely limit this, and why don't we do a little bit more reading, something more productive, or more mobility work, just to make my body more limber and mobile, and fill my muscles with a little bit of blood before going to sleep, all this kind of stuff. Wake up mobility, go to bed mobility. We're waking up mobile, we're going to sleep mobile, feeling good and nice and loose and limber, and putting that body in a great spot to like rest and recover, not too stiff, you know what I mean? So anyways, yeah. Sorry, I was just looking at an email that just came in. So I'm just about 30 seconds away from the gym, maybe a minute or so. So I'm going to get in there and get warmed up, get some good, speaking of mobility, a lot of the same stuff I do for my upper body mobility work, with bands and stuff like that, I do to warm up as well, just because it feels good. Obviously, there's some other things I don't do. But yeah, so we're going to get in there, get warmed up and ready to rock and roll, and we'll catch you guys for the top set of my first movement, which will be coming at you right about now. All right, so to get us started here, we have some machine high to low rows. I absolutely love this movement, dude. It's a fun one to get started too, because it's kind of like a pull down, kind of rowing type movement. You could really call it a pull down if you wanted to. It is logically a high to low row, but it's an awesome movement, man. Just driving those elbows down through the lats, working, I would argue, the entirety of the back with this one, really, really exposing the back to a pretty fair amount of load right off the rip as well. So not starting with something that I would consider like an accessory movement or something like an isolation movement. Like, it's a big, heavy movement to get the back routine started for sure, or the back portion of this pull session started. Then, guys, old school, man, Smith row, back working with 3 plates, trying to tighten up the form a little bit. We were able to do 8 reps here for our top set, drop back down to 2 plates and a 35, so a 20-pound drop. We're able to do that for 9. So we're going to stick with this weight for a little bit. Again, just kind of continue to tighten it up before we make any kind of jump, and go from there. Still felt good, though. So, yeah, the 2 sets there. Along with the first movement as well. And then we just have a chest-supported row here. Again, guys, keeping the hands in a neutral position, driving the elbows back. Pretty fair amount of lats, a lot of mid-upper back in this one as well, for sure. And people want to be like, well, you're rowing it through the lats. Yeah, I'm definitely getting some lats, but if you watch in the back, you can actually see the muscles that are contracting the hardest, and it's definitely more towards that mid-upper back. Very old-school Cybex machine here, nice and heavy, just how we like it, for sure. Another Cybex here, actually maxed out the machine. This is my first time ever doing this movement. It was a close grip pull down, and just literally straight up maxed out the machine with the additional weights. We're able to rock this out for 6 solid reps. So we're going to work this up to a solid set of 8 before we have to gym pin this bad boy out. So we won't gym pin it quite yet. We want to, again, add a little bit more to it reps wise before we go from there. But really, really enjoyed this one. Saw the Joe Bennett, I believe his name is, the hypertrophy coach. I can't remember, something Bennett, I can't remember. But yeah, I'm a big fan of his. I follow him on Instagram. I just know him as hypertrophy coach, and he was doing that. I'm like, I got the machine. I'll give it a whirl for my fourth movement. Why not? And it was worth it. It was awesome. Then just some free motion cable rear delt flies here. Again, just going back and flexing through the rear delts, guys. Nothing crazy here. 4 sets, though. This is one where we do add a little bit more volume because we're training rear delts twice a week with back, and I still want to, for every body part, hit it no less than 8 working sets within that, training week, which for me is a total of 11 days, including rest days. So I still want to make sure, again, I get at least 8 working sets per muscle group, some of them quite a bit more. But even just for direct rear delt work, I still want to make sure I get 8. So that felt pretty good. And then again, we have shoulders and arms 2 days from when this was recorded. So obviously we're not trying to overload the biceps, but I do have a rest day in between. So I always do at least 1 movement, just 3 working sets of just a good old school straight bar curl. That's it. So a lot of people, again, they avoid basic movements like this when I, overanalyze, over-angle stuff. Don't get me wrong. I have, a fair amount of different angled bicep movements, but sometimes just standing there and curling a bar straight up, man, whether it be to the chest and kind of keep the elbows back, or like how I'm doing it, bringing it all the way up to the nose, kind of putting the elbows out in front of the body, up to you. Couple different variations to really grow your biceps, but I really like this one. So again, 3 working sets here to close out our workout, trying to not use too much momentum, maybe a little bit here and there, but really not too much. So anyways, catching the outro. Pull a session in the books, and man, it was a doozy in the best of ways, though, for sure. Absolutely phenomenal stuff, no doubt. So great stuff. Awesome session. Good hardcore session. Yeah, I think right now I've really been biasing just rowing movements. I think between my 2 pull sessions, 6 out of my 8 movements are rows. I have 6 rowing movements and 2 pull down movements, a wide grip and a narrow grip, like a close grip. And that's it. That's the whole, again, the whole concept of row to grow is very true. Like if you want your back to get bigger, fuller, stronger, more detailed, all of the above, the best way you can do that is row. It's just like for people who say, like, oh, you don't need pressing to build a big chest. It's like, okay, yeah, you don't need anything to build muscle, sure. But if we're looking to put on slabs of muscle, dense, hard, strong muscle, man, I'll tell you what, pressing probably helps. Pressing will definitely help you out, no doubt about it. Will definitely help you out. So again, just one of those things where you don't have to do anything. You don't have to squat or do leg press for legs, but it helps, no doubt about it. It helps. So anyways, yeah, man. Again, don't ever have to do anything. Certain movements help though. But yeah, phenomenal stuff. Strength progressions taken across the board. Just felt good, man. It was just a fun session. Just felt locked in, felt strong, felt focused. I could tell before I left the house today, I'm like, it's gonna be a good workout. I just had it like, I could just feel it. I could just feel my brain and just like where my mental state was at, where my body was at and feeling and all that kind of stuff. I just felt locked in. You know what I mean? Like a little while before the gym, I just felt locked. You know what I mean? Just ready to rock. And I believe that was very evident within that session, no doubt. So, yeah. But anyways, yeah, man. I'm trying to blow off my windshield here. It's like bugging me. It's like staying foggy still. I don't know why. Yeah. But not much more to say, man. If you like the video, sorry, probably can't even hear me. If you like the video, make sure that you drop it a like, maybe even give it a share. That'd be sweet. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. Hit that subscription button, guys. Follow along this journey of 60 days of posting every single day, posting shorts, posting TikToks, doing all of the social media things, and really trying to see, with the help of AI and also with the help of my own just general ingenuity and creativeness, trying to essentially just see how much I can grow an already, I don't want to say popular YouTube channel by any means. I have a little over 1,000 subscribers. That's pretty good. Over 1,000 people subscribe to my channel. That's pretty sweet. But again, I'm not, not like I have like 100,000 or a million subscribers or something like that. It's obviously a much different story. But I just want to see. I just want to take 60 days to be as dedicated as possible. This is day 2. Uploading every single day, uploading TikToks every day, YouTube shorts most days of the week, you know what I mean? And just uploading, and just flooding social media with my content. I see what I can do, man. That's the goal here. So, yeah, just trying to see what I can do, man. Trying to see what I can accomplish in the next couple months here. So, anyways, I'm excited for it. If you have any comments, questions, feedback, you want to inquire about coaching or a diet or training plan, $50 flat, by the way, for a diet or training plan, $100 for 2. It's a steal, man. That is a steal. I write those off the dome. You have a questionnaire that I send you. Kind of helps me pick out, what days you can train, or if it's a diet plan, what foods you like, all this kind of stuff. And I'm very specific about it. Kind of already preset options for you to choose from. And then we just plug and chug, man. Make it work. Write you up plans that will absolutely guarantee, from wherever you're at right now, it will help you make progress. I can promise you that. So, yeah, or if you want to inquire about working with me one-on-one for contest prep coaching, or just like a lifestyle client, you need somebody to hold you accountable, write you up a training and diet plan, check in with you on a weekly basis, please feel free to inquire about that. You can drop comments down here. You can look me up on social media, shoot me a DM on Instagram or TikTok, just both at the Natty Teacher, all lowercase, or you can hit me up on my professional email. It's just thenattyteacher@gmail.com. and can acquire there. So anyways, hey, looking forward to working with you if you so choose. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. I really enjoyed the workout. It was phenomenal. Felt really good. Felt really strong. It was great stuff. Great stuff, no doubt. So anyways, I'm gonna sign out for the night, guys. Above everything else, above everything I've just been yapping about, most importantly, God bless. And from myself, the Natty teacher, and the entire Natty family, this episode of Road to Natty Pro, one of many more to come still, is out. I'll catch y'all on the next one.